say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the James Madison Dukes, taking on the 24th-ranked team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Dukes have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Louisville's offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Moss. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Grabbed in the middle, it's Stewart. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Unleashes one deep. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Off play action. Looking to scramble. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They got to him in a heartbeat. Man, was he back there quickly.
Yeah, and you could see the linebackers up near the line of scrimmage. Which one's coming? He comes flying through with great speed. The offense had no clue how to get him blocked, and he gets the big sack.
And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. So the James Madison Dukes offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a beast, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter. And he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
But they need him to show up when it matters the most. And there's going to be times in this game, like we've seen throughout his career, when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter. And that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
It'll be a run on third and short. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. Punt is on its way. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Running to Green. Made a defender miss. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll give it to him again. Let's take a look at the big picture for Louisville. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Motion from the wideout. The play action fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Moss. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. FIU handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown, and what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. So now it's 2nd and long. Makes the grab on the left. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds his man. It's Alston. Lots of running room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it to the back. Hard running there. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll get...
Oh, he's got some space. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Dukes are moving quickly down the field. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. To throw, it's Barnett. He's got his man. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. They'll try to start the second quarter by putting points on the board with a field goal. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. minutes of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Looking for a push on fourth down. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Catch in the middle, it's Sanchez. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Oh, what a cut! Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. And the Dukes have it with a first and goal. Powers forward. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the D deny them on second and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. That is no good. So the score remains 3-0.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Sweet cut there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. He'll do it himself. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run. Brown has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Moss. They're setting up the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. The Cardinals lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Got a man. It's Lacey. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Right on target this time. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Grab near the marker. It's Stewart. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
We always talk about Yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right.
Got enough space. He now has 56 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Madison, 0.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll leave it with him. Oh, out of space. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Dukes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Makes the grab. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets a, and that ball's free behind the line. Scoops it up, still a live ball. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. And the Dukes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Dukes are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Ellis. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. He'll keep it himself. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Here comes the heat. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this one splits the uprights. This is now a 7-point game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to pass, it's Moss. Firing to the right, complete.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Skinner. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Wants to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. Past the 30. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Wide receiver going in motion. The give from the gun. Running into the open space. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And the Cardinals kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. This is a big play in this season opener coming up right now. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be caked from 21 yards out. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
The Cardinals will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Snags it quickly on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Quick strike complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Wants to throw again. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got his man in the middle. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. And the Dukes look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Sanchez. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Finding an escape route. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another 1st down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll pull it on the read. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
James Madison, 10.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Lofts one high and deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got it in the middle at Stewart. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to Brown. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. And the Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. He's loose. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down. Another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get the red zone of the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. So a drive there of 82 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. That last completion sets him up on second down. Looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Wants to go up top on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Wants to keep it in the air. This time he's got it.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking down the middle. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. What a terrible, terrible shank. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown has it. Makes his man miss. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. He's now up to 104 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Cardinals can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Moss. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cardinals have moved it inside the 20. They'll run it. It's Brown. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pulls it in.
How about the running back showing you a little agility, baby? A little toe tapping on the sidelines. He looked like a wide receiver. Make sure he kept his feet in bounds, makes the catch, gets some positive yards.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that one down a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Under fire. Throws to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Dukes decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back on the move. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Leaves it with the back. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. He'll do it himself. Turning on the Jets. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Moss. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. And they'll bring him down for the sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, they'll try the middle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And guys, they've come through on the first 2 third-down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds his man. It's Skinner. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. Punt is in the air. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. The Cardinals come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. He got enough for the 1st down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back.
Hold.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. He'll keep it himself. Wide open spaces. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Cardinals have this offense rolling. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. And the Dukes want to crank the tempo.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Sanchez. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. To the air, it's Barnett. Snagged out of the air. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll leave it with the lone back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Give to Brown. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. With the clock running, this should be the final play. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder. And I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the done.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.